So this is the part 5 of how to make C# project. So you are watching this first time, please watch from the part 1 so therefore you'll understand the whole concept. So particularly in this video, we'll understand how to insert the data to the table, and later how to display the data and then how to delete the data. All will discuss in this video. Therefore we learn how to insert data to the table, how to modify the data, and how to delete the data. All will discuss in this video. If you not yet watched the previous videos, so below that this video we have our channel name iBlix Tutorials. So click on iBlix Tutorials, then click videos. You can able to see the series over here. So also please subscribe to our channel, and then you can add to favorite. So therefore it will add it to favorite window. So it will become like this. Therefore next time when you open this, you can able to see all the videos over here. So add to favorite and also subscribe. Fine. So here let us start Visual Studio. So here is the Visual Studio. So we already created the project. So here is the project. From last 4 parts we created the login form, MDA parent, and the additional forms and the database. Now we need to create one more form. So the form is already created. So that is a account type form. So anyhow it's empty form here. Now we need to create one more table for this form. You need to create one more table, account type table. Then whatever the data we enter here, you should go to corresponding table. So let us learn how to do all these things. Fine. So again we need to go to toolbox, and then you have to take the label and then text box and all. So instead of that, what I'll do is I just okay. So before that, first you change the font here. Otherwise we need to change the font for every control. Therefore first step we need to do is change the font to Vardhana 12. Done. Now what I'll do is I'll just go to login form. So here we have a 2 label, 2 text boxes, 2 buttons. I just copy everything. See how simple it is, because we already designed here, no? So we just copy all these things and then come to account type. So you can paste it here. So keep it over here. So right. So now this is the account type name. So therefore you can write as account type name. And here is the details about that particular account type. So details. So we have only 2 fields here, and this you want to make it multi-line, make it multi-line, and then drag a little bit bigger. So you can write more over here. And in the login form, we change the password character to star. Actually, that is not required now. You need to remove this. Otherwise, whatever you type will come as a star. So this close button I'll take to the end. So let it be there here. Now this button name is login. So instead of login, I'll change to okay. First one I want new. So therefore I can create a button new. So this text, that is a text here, make it as a new. So this is a new button. So therefore I have to create a new data, click new. So it should clear everything. Then we can have a save. So therefore copy this again and then paste. Let's call it as a save. So this is save button. So name also we can change. So instead of button 1, we can give it as a save. So done. So 2 other, then you have to modify and delete 2 more buttons are required. Copy this again, paste, then paste. So here one more. So this is to modify. So this is to delete. So correspondingly you need to change the text. So this is delete, and here is update or modify. So all these things are done now. So you need to write the code. So this is a text box 1 and this is a text box 2. When you click the new button, so we want to clear whatever is there in the text box 1. So therefore you say text box 1 dot text, that is equal to empty. Next, text box 2 dot text is equal to empty. So clear the text boxes. So next, text box 1 dot focus. Mean to say the cursor should go to the text box 1. For that, you have to write text box 1. So now MDA parent account type, the form is there. Okay. So now if I run this, so account type, so you can see that form appeared. So click new. Let's see if there is some data here. Click new. Everything is cleared. Cursor will come to this place. Fill all the details. Then you have to click the save button to save the record. So close. The code is not there. So what I'll do is I'll just go to this one. Close. So this dot close. Right. So first you need to create a table. So let's create one more table called as a account type. Create table account type. So AC type table. So here is a type name. So this is AC type name, and here are the details. Fine. So your account name is only 10 characters. Fine. Otherwise you can increase the size. Let it be 20. Details. Anyway, we given big text box. Let's say 250. So you can write more characters over there, up to 250 characters. So this we need to create. So therefore copy this. Right. So after copying, so you have to come to Server Explorer. So here is Server Explorer. So if it's not there here, go to View menu, select Server Explorer. Then you have Banking Database. It's already selected here. Then Tables, right click, New Query, and type this query or paste this query. To execute this, you have to click here. Completed. So if you refresh it here, you'll have an account type table. So no need to save that one. Okay, leave this. Now our table is ready. So next code is to save the record. So when you click save, so you have to write the code over there. So in order to work with SQL Server, you required a namespace called as system.data.sql client. So client namespace is required. So without that, you can't declare any of the variables. Right. So after that, you can go to form event. So this is a account type form. After that, you can make some space here. So you need to write the connection string. Any of the connection string is already done. So therefore, I can use the same connection string. Or else, once again, I'll show you that. So here you can write connection. So this SQL connection. So therefore, you write SQL connection. So CONN, that is equal to new SQL connection. Right. So here we have to give the connection string. So in order to give the connection string, you go to banking database, select the banking database. So here you can see that connection string is a connection string. In front of whatever is there, you need to select everything. So double click, copy this, and then come back here, put two double quotes and then paste it here. So done. So we get the connection string, and in this there is a path actually. This up to debug, you can delete it off. Put the piping key. So press the piping key there, to piping, and then here you can write data directory or vertical line. Okay, so above the enter key, you'll have the vertical line. Shift and press that key, so you'll get the vertical line. And you have to write data directory. And here you can see that there is an underline. So here is an underline, means that there is something wrong. So here you have to use the double line. So double backward space. Or you have to add at the rate at the beginning. So even if the at the rate is there, even there is a single quote, okay, that will single backspace, that will do the job. But if you don't have at the rate, then you have to make double. Right. Now that is done. So save this. When you click save, so first step is you need to check whether you enter the text box when data is entered or not. So again I go to login form. So because here you already written whether the data is there in the text box one or not. So we can copy this. So now close this. Here you can paste. So if you not enter anything data in the text box 1, we'll ask the message, please enter the account type name. Type name. Then if there is no data, then you say return. So don't execute rest of the code. You don't need to enter anything over there. Then again we'll record one more string variable, string SQL str is equal to empty. What are the name you want to give, you can give, no problem. So now you can see that SQL str is equal to, you have to write the insert statement. What is the insert statement? Insert into table name. So table name is AC type tab table. Then you have to give the values. What are the values you want to insert? For that you have opening bracket. Then first you need to write a single quote, then double quote plus text box 1 dot text. So here we have the account type name plus is to concatenate. So you want to continue the statement, therefore you have to use a plus. Then you have to put single quote because for this text both the sides single quote should be there. So therefore you are using the single quote. Now one value is over. Second value comma single quote again double quote plus. So here text box 2 has to come. So therefore is a text box 2 dot text plus double quote single quote and you have to close the bracket. So this syntax should be in order, okay. There is a small mistake, it won't work. So insert into table name, this is the insert table syntax. Then values, the values are there in the text box 1 and text box 2, therefore you have to use the text box 1 here, but you have to use the single quote on both the sides. Comma, single quote on both the sides and then you have to close the bracket. After values here open the bracket and then you have to close the bracket. So now your statement is ready. So in order to execute the statement, you require SQL command. So therefore you can say SQL command cmd1 that is equal to new SQL command. New SQL command, then close this and then semicolon. So now we can execute this SQL statement along with this connection object. So this connection object also important. Therefore we can write SQL str comma connection comma connections. Then you have to write cmd1 dot execute non-query. So this is the non-query because here it's only inserting. So if it's a query, query is select statement. Therefore, if it's a select statement, we use execute reader because it's a not a query. It is a query to execute and send the data to the table. It's therefore it's a non-query. Execute non-query. Okay, so this will do the job. But now we'll get an error because the connection should open. Okay, so whenever you have this, you need to open the connection. Therefore, you can say connection dot open. After the work is get over, you need to close the connection. So therefore, you can write connection dot close here. So if these things are working fine, means everything is correct. Therefore, to tell the user the record is saved successfully, you can use the message box. You can give the message record saved successfully. Otherwise, how do user knows whether it's saved or not? So therefore, there is a confusion. Therefore, this will confirm everything is done well and record is saved. So therefore, what all we done? So we have namespace called as system.data.sql client. Then you need to have a connection string. Then you need to open the connection. Then SQL command, execute non-query, close the connection. Then you can have a message box. Fine. So let us run and check it out. Account type, so it's came here. So new, what are the account types? Okay, so let's say zero balance account. So this is zero balance. This is the account type name. So this is a zero balance account. No deposit. Okay, the ton check leaves. So you'll get free. Okay, so all these details we can write it here. Fine, everything is typed now. Click save. See that record saved successfully. So this record is saved. Next you can write gold account type, minimum deposit rupees 10,000, right? So then save, record saved. Now how do we know records are saved, everything is ordered? For that you need to go to account type table, right click here, click show table data. See that its record are saved, the data is there here. So now we want to modify or delete. So in order to modify and delete, so first you need to bring the data over here, then you can delete or you can modify. So in order to bring the data over here, what I'll do is, we'll add a one combo box. So there is a combo box here in the toolbox and we'll keep it over here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll take a button. So copy this, paste. I'll take two buttons. So one is to refresh, other one is to display. So you need to display that record. So now call this as a button display and then button refresh. So what is refresh? So whatever the data we enter, that should come over here. Account type name must come to the combo box. When I click display, that corresponding account details has to come to the text box. Like, so let's see that how to do this. So refresh, when I click refresh, so you can take a variable SQL str, then you write a select statement, select account type name. So here is the type name, account type name is not a case sensitive, SQL is not a case sensitive, therefore you can write from account type table. Then you can use the order by class, order by account type name. So control C, control V. So this is a statement. So we need to execute this statement and you have to get the data, and that data we need to transfer to the combo box. So how do we do this? For that you require a connection to be open. So therefore you can say connection dot open. So put semicolon. Then you require SQL command. So SQL command cmd1 is equal to new SQL command. Then is a SQL str is the SQL statement, and then CONN connection. So this data whatever comes, we need to transfer this data. Therefore, it's a SQL data reader. Data reader of type of an 3-dimensional array. So where, sorry, 2-dimensional array, where it should accept all the data. Whatever the table data, it should come as it is to the data reader. So it's a, whereas an array it's a same data type, whereas SQL data reader, whatever the data types you are using in the table, same data types will be created in the SQL data reader also. Okay, dr1 that is equal to, this is cmd1 dot execute reader. So now data will be there in the dr1. That data we need to read. So therefore you have to read this data continuously. We'll use the while statement. While dr1 dot read, so dr1 dot read, if read, whatever the read, okay, account name comes, that we want to transfer to combo box 1. So therefore you can write combo box 1 dot items dot add. So add is the method to add the data. So here you can say dr1 of 0, 0 is the first column, and also you need to, sorry, you have to use a square bracket here, dot to string. So you need to convert into string format. So this data will send to the combo box 1. So let's check it out. So save this and then you have to close the connection. cynn dot close. So let me run this. So account type. Now refresh. Now you can see that it is there here. Again, if you say refresh, again refresh, again refresh. So you can see that so many times it's loaded. So how to avoid this? So in order to avoid this, what you have to do is you have to say Kumba box 1 dot items dot clear. So first you need to clear everything. Okay. So if you clear, if you add again, so only whatever data is there that will be added. Account type. So there is no data. Refresh. Here you have. Again, you say refresh any number of times. You have only two. Done. Now if I select this and say display, here data should come. So what we do is okay. So display button. Okay. So you need to write again SQL statement here. Select star. Okay. Instead of account name, you have to write star here. So where account type name is equal to single quote, double quote plus Kumba box. Okay. Dot text. Whatever the text is there in the Kumba box. So now we need to filter the data. So we don't want all the data. Which account name is matching, only that data should be selected. So for that we return this. Right, so I think it'll do the job. So therefore I can copy this, I can paste it again. So because we need to execute this, we'll execute this, and here while is not required, if is enough because it'll return only one data. Therefore you can write if. Right, now this is not required. So instead of that, so we have to write text box 1 dot text that is equal to dr1 of this to strings. So 0 means first column. So same thing you need to copy and then paste. Now we have to make it as 1. So that is the next column. So here is the text box 2. So now we are selecting the data for this particular record. Then we are fetching this to dr1. From the dr1 we are transferring back to text box 1 and text box 2. See, this is how it works. So select refresh first, gold account display. So that is displayed here. Now instead of that, it's you want to make it as 25,000, you can make 20,000 here, the details. Now if I click update, the changes should happen. Okay. So now what to write in update then? So update. So now it's easy because we already written for save statement. We can copy this, all the data, whatever is there in the save. So we can paste it here. So again, if there is no text box value, we can give the message here. Now here you have to write update. Update. Then you have to use the keyword called as set. So details, only we are updating details. Okay, we are not changing the account type name. So that value has to come there. Then only if this much, then every column data is changing. Therefore you need to filter. So therefore it write where account type name that is equal to single quote plus text box 1 dot text plus double quote single quote, again double quote. So now what it will do, so we want to update account table. So this is account type table. Set details is equal to text box 2, what are the changes done, that is there in the text box 2, where account type name is equal to text box 1 dot text. Right, now we'll execute this, then you can say record updated successfully. So therefore SQL statement is very important. This is the SQL statement because this code is same as for the save, even for delete also is same, but your SQL statement is very important. Now let's see that it's working or not. So check this, run. So refresh, zero balance account. So here it is displaying. Okay, now account this 10,000 is there, that you want to make it as a 25,000. Now click update, record updated successfully. Now select the other record, zero balance, display. Now select again gold account. See that now changed to 25. So even that we can see in the table also. Right click, show table data. So here if I expand this, it is 25,000 here. Therefore what are the changes we done? So that is changed. Right. So next step is to delete the record. Now that will be much more easier now. So when I click delete, we want to delete the record. Okay. So therefore we can copy this again, then paste it here, because text box one data should be there, otherwise you can't delete it. Let it be there as it is. So here you can write delete from account type table, and this set is not required, we'll take it out. So where is required, so where account type name is equal to text box one dot text. So if you're not very sure like how to write SQL statement, we have separate videos. So if you go to our channel iBlix tutorials videos, just scroll down. Okay, so a little bit down. So here, okay, so SQL Server, here we discussing each statement in detail. So please watch these videos. So therefore you can learn all SQL statements, create, update, delete, all this. Okay. So therefore in our channel, a lot of videos are available. So please practice all these things. They are very useful for you. Fine. So I'll just come back. Now record deleted successfully. Fine. So you go to account type. So refresh. Okay, we'll enter some dummy data here. So let's say this, save. So when I say refresh, you can see that all the data is available here. So I select this, I say display, it is displayed, say delete, deleted. So I select this one, display, delete, deleted. So now if I say refresh, you can see that there is not there, okay? So that's all gone. So new, save, and you can check in database also, show table data. So it is there here, okay? So now refresh, select this, display, then delete. So deleted. Now you can come back and refresh this. So you have only two records. So therefore, now you can able to insert, you can able to modify, you can able to delete. So all are working fine now. So please practice all these things. And if you have any difficulty, please write it in the comment and send to us. Let us know what the problem you are facing. Okay. Keep coding, keep learn. The more you learn, you will get a better job. So therefore remember, practice is very important, experience is very important, very important to get the job. Therefore keep practice, keep learn. Okay, thank you.